Mm-hmm.
So we are at stage 10, paragraph page 857. Stage 10,
Mm-hmm.
857. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and the last head word was representation, numeric type of
Mm-hmm.
lesson. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
let's start with revision. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Here we go. Is it good for the health to drink red wine as long as we don't drink too much? Is it good for the health to drink red wine as long as we don't drink too much? Yes, it's good
Yes,
for the
it's
health
good for the
to
health
drink red wine
to drink red
as
wine
long as
as
we
long
don't
as
drink too
we
much.
don't drink too much.
Whereas in some shops, the customers have to take tickets to show whose turn it is to be served. In some shops, the customers have to take tickets to show whose turn it is to be served. Yes, in some
Yes,
shops,
in some shops,
customers have to
customers
take
have
tickets
to take
to
tickets
show whose turn
to
it
show
is
whose turn it
to be
is
served.
to get to be served.
Very good. In what order do traffic lights turn from stop to go? That is, in what order do the colors change? In what orders do the traffic lights turn from stop to go? That is, in what orders do the colors change? Traffic lights
Traffic
turn
light
from stop to
turn
go
comes stop to go
by changing from
by
red to
changing
green.
from red to green.
Very good. One more. Traffic lights
Traffic
turn
lights
from stop to
turn
go
from stop to
by
go
changing
by
from red
changing
to green.
from red to green.
Very good. Why do you turn or who do you turn to when you're in trouble or need help badly? Who do you turn to when you're in trouble or need help badly? I turn to
I turn to my family
when I'm in
when
trouble
I'm in
or
trouble
need help
badly,
badly
or need to badly,
or need help badly.
or I need help badly.
Where do you find you often misjudge people when you meet them for the first time? Do you find you often misjudge people when you meet them for the first time? Yes or no?
Oh no,
I don't
I
find
don't
I
find
often
I
misjudge
often
people
misjudge
when
people
I meet them for
when
the
I
first
meet them
time.
for the first time.
Regid, what would you do if you were queuing in a shop and you noticed someone jump the queue in front of you? What would you do if you were queuing in a shop and you noticed someone jump the queue in front of you? If I was
Mhm.
queuing
If I was
in a
queuing
shop
in a
and I
shop
noticed
and
someone
I noticed someone
jump the queue in front
jump the
of me,
queue in front of me,
I'd
I'd stop them and make them queue properly.
very good. Oh, very brave. Okay, what's the contrary of to read to oneself? What's the contrary of to read to oneself? The contrary
The
of to read
contrary
to
is
oneself
to read to
is
oneself,
to read aloud.
is to read aloud.
Very good. If a small spot of coffee fell on your clothes at work, how could you clean it off? If a small spot of coffee fell on your clothes at work, how could you clean it off? If a small spot
If a
of
small
coffee
spot of
fell on
coffee
my clothes
fell on
at
my
work,
clothes at
I could
work,
clean it off
I
by
could clean it up by wet tissue.
wet tissue. Very good. What kind of spot do you prefer for a picnic? What kind of spot do you prefer for a picnic? I prefer a
I
quiet
prefer
spot
a quiet
by the
spot
sea
by the
for a
sea
picnic.
or in a picnic
For a
for a
picnic.
picnic.
Very good. Do you always try to do your best in everything you do? Do you try to do your best in everything you do? Yes or no?
No,
I don't
I
always
don't
try
always
to do
try
my best
to do my
in
best
everything I do.
in everything I do.
Very good. If you face south and could look at the horizon from where you're sitting now, which village, town, city, or country would be just beyond the horizon? If you face south and could look at the horizon from where you're sitting now, which village, town, city, or country would be just beyond the horizon? If I face south
If I face
and
south
could look at
and
the
look
horizon,
at horizon
at the horizon
at the
from
horizon
where I'm sitting
from
now,
am sitting
from
now
where I'm sitting now,
from I'm sitting now.
well, what city?
Hmm?
ABC prefecture
Oh, Machida City
would
would
be
be
just beyond
just
the
beyond
horizon.
the horizon.
Very good. Has anything ever happened to you which has been beyond your wildest dreams? That is, beyond your most fantastic expectations? Has anything ever happened to you which has been beyond your wildest dreams? That is, beyond your most fantastic expectations? Yes or no?
No,
Nothing has happened
nothing
to
has
me
happened to me
which has been
which
beyond
has been
my
beyond
wildest
my
dreams,
wildest
that
dreams,
is beyond
that is
my
beyond
most
my
fantastic
most fantastic
expectations.
expectations.
Very good. Who would you say was beyond doubt the greatest person alive today? Who would you say was beyond doubt the greatest person alive today? I'd say that
I just say that Dalai Lama
was beyond doubt
was beyond
the
doubt
greatest
the
person
greatest
alive today.
person alive today.
Very good. What do we mean by a coarse person? What do we mean by a coarse person? By a coarse person,
By a coarse
we
person,
mean somebody
we mean
who has
somebody
poor
who
manners
has poor
and
manners
behaves in a
and
way
behaves in a
that
way
might offend some
that might
people.
offend some people.
Very good. What do we mean by coarse cloth? What do we mean by coarse cloth? By coarse cloth,
By coarse
we
cloth,
mean cloth
we mean
that
cloth
feels rough.
that feels rough.
Very good. When you're on a train, how can you tell when it's approaching a station? When you're on a train, how can you tell when it's approaching a station? When you're on a
When
train,
you're what? On a
you can
train,
tell
you can
when
tell
it's approaching
when
a
it's
station
approaching a station
because the train
because the
begins
train
to
begins
slow down.
to slow down.
Very good. Okay, next, can the quality of a person's sleep be affected by how firm the mattress on their bed is? Can the quality of a person's sleep be affected by how firm the mattress on their bed is? Yes. The
Yes,
quality
the
of a
quality
person's sleep
of a person's sleep
can be affected
can be
by
affected
how firm
by a hard form
the mattress on their
the
bed
mattress
is.
on the bed is.
Very good. Do you have a firm idea of what you want to do in life? Do you have a firm idea of what you want to do in life? Yes or no?
No,
I don't have
I
a
don't
firm
have
idea
a firm
of
idea
what I want to
of
do
what I want to do
in life.
in life.
Which is the biggest firm in your hometown? Which is the biggest firm in your hometown? The biggest
Mm.
firm
The
in
biggest
my
firm
hometown
in my
is.
hometown is Tosho Insats Holdings.
Very good. Do you think you need to be smart to run a successful business? Do you think you need to be smart to run a successful business? Yes or no?
Yes,
I think I
I
need
think I
to
need
be smart
to be
to
smart
run a successful
to run a
business.
successful business.
Very good. Do some restaurants only allow people to enter if they're wearing smart clothes? Do some restaurants only allow people to enter if they're wearing smart clothes? Yes. Some
Yes,
restaurants
some restaurants
only allow people
only allow
to
people
enter
to
if they're
enter
wearing
if they are wearing
smart clothes.
smart clothes.
Very good. Where does meat rot more quickly, in the heat or in the cold? Where does meat rot more quickly, in the heat or in the cold? Meat rots
Meat
more
rots
quickly
more
in the
quickly in
heat.
the heat.
The rotten vegetables smell horrible. The rotten vegetables smell horrible? Yes,
Yes,
rotten vegetables
rotten vegetables
smell horrible.
smell horrible.
Very good. Do you prefer to sleep under a sheet and blanket or do you prefer to use a duvet? Do you prefer to sleep under a sheet and blanket or do you prefer to use a duvet? I
Mhm.
prefer to
I
sleep
prefer to
under a
sleep
sheet and
under
blanket
a sheet and
than
blanket
to use a
than
duvet.
to use a duvet.
Wait, which is normally thinner, a sheet of paper or a sheet of steel? Which is normally thinner, a sheet of paper or a sheet of steel? A sheet of
A
paper
sheet of
is
paper
normally thinner
is normally
than a
thinner
sheet of steel.
than a sheet of steel.
Very good. Are at what time of the day are the rays of the sun at their hottest at this time of year? At what time of day are the rays of the sun at their hottest at this time of year? The
Mhm.
rays of the
The
sun
rays of the
are at
sun
their hottest
are at their hottest
at
at noon
this
at this
time
time
of year.
of year.
Very good. If a friend of yours had a fever, what would you advise them to do? If a friend of yours had a fever, what would you advise them to do? If a friend of mine
If a friend of
had a
mine
fever,
had a
I'd
fever,
advise them
I'd
to
advise them to take some medicine
and
and go to the doctor.
very good. Is it possible to go skiing in your country? Is it possible to go skiing in your country? Yes or no?
Yes,
It's possible to
it's
go
possible
skiing in
to
my
go
country.
skiing in my country.
Very good. What's your favorite sauce? What's your favorite sauce? My favorite sauce
My favorite
is
sauce is teriyaki sauce.
very good. Do women wear veils when they get married in your country? Do women wear veils when they get married in your country?
Mm.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Women wear
Women
veils
wear veils
when they get married
when they get
in
married
my country.
in my country.
Very good. Would you give in without a fight if a thief tried to mug you on the street? Would you give in without a fight if a thief tried to mug you on the street? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'd give in
I'd give
without
in
a fight
without a fight
if a thief
if a
tried to
thief
mug me
tried to mud me
on the street.
on the street
Why? Why? Because
because it's dangerous.
very good. Okay, next. What's the basic meaning of the word stretch? What's the basic meaning of the word stressed? The basic meaning
The basic
of the
meaning
word
of
stretch
the word
is
stretch
extend.
is extend.
Wiggy, do you stretch when you get out of bed in the morning? Do you stretch when you get out of bed in the morning? Yes or no?
Now, yes,
I stretch
I
when I get
stretch
out
when
of
I get
bed
out of bed
in the
in the
morning.
morning.
Wiggy, if someone borrowed a pullover of yours that was too small for them and they stretch it, would you be annoyed? If someone
Hmm.
borrowed a pullover of yours that was too small for them and they stretch it, would you be annoyed? Yes.
Hmm.
If
Yes,
someone borrowed
if someone
a
borrowed
pullover of
a
mine
pullover of
that
mine
was too small
that
for
was
them
too small for them
and they stretch it,
and they stretch
I'd
it,
be annoyed.
I'd be annoyed.
Wait, how far does the road outside your building stretch? How far does the road outside your building stretch? The road
The road
outside my building
outside my building
stretches as far
stretch
as.
it as far as next town.
Very good. What do we mean by an earnest person? What do we mean by an earnest person? By an earnest
By
person,
in this person,
we mean
we
someone
mean
who's serious
someone who's
and
serious
sincere.
and sincere.
Very good. What do you do when you run short of money? What do you do when you run short of money? When I run short
When I run out short
of
of
money,
money,
I.
I borrow money from my friend.
Very good. Okay, next. Taking things all together, do you think this your town is a good place to live? Taking things all together, do you think this your town is a good place to live? Yes. Taking
Yes,
things all together,
taking things all together,
I think my town
I think my
is a
town
good place
is
to
a
live.
good place to live.
Reggie, can you think of a film that you've seen that was altogether terrible? Can you think of a film that you've seen that was altogether terrible? Yes or no?
No,
I can't think
I
of a
can't
film
think of a
that
film
I've seen
that I've
that
seen
was
that
altogether
was
terrible.
altogether terrible.
Very good. What do we mean by a model airplane? What do we mean by a model airplane? By a model
By
airplane,
a model
we
airplane,
mean a
we
small
mean a small
representation of a
representation
real airplane.
of a real aeroplane.
Very good. Do top fashion models earn a lot of money? Do top fashion models earn a lot of money? Yes, top
Yes,
fashion models
top fashion
earns a
models
lot of money.
earns a lot of money.
Very good. How often do car companies change their models? How often do car companies change their models? Car
Mhm.
companies
Car companies
change their models
change their
about
models
once every.
about once every 3 years.
Very good. Were you a model student when you were at school? Were you a model student when you were at school? Yes or no?
No,
I wasn't a
I
model
wasn't
student
a model
when I
student
was at school.
when I was at school.
Very good. Okay, so that's the end of our revision. Let's have new work.
Mhm.
Okay, so repeat in time,
In time,
on time.
on time,
So,
show.
we're gonna okay, listen. The phrase in time means before it's too late. For example,
Mhm.
we got to the theater in time to have a quick drink before the show. The
Mhm.
phrase on time means at the correct or arranged time. For example,
Mhm.
my flight from London to Paris left on time. Show is a noun. It means a public event. Okay,
Mhm.
let's practice. What's the difference between in time and on time? What's the difference between in time and on time? The difference between
The
in
difference
time
between
and on
in
time
time
is
and on
that
time
in time
is that
means
in time
before
means
it's too late,
before it's too late,
whereas on time
whereas
means
on time
at
means
the correct
at the
or
correct
arranged time.
or arranged time.
Very good. Give me an example of the difference. Give me an example of the difference, please. Unfortunately, I didn't
Unfortunately,
arrive on
I didn't
time
arrive on
for the
time
start of the
for the
concert,
start of the
but
concert,
I did get
but
there
I did get
in
there
time
in
to
time
hear my favorite
to hear
song.
my favorite song.
Very good. Next, repeat confidence.
Confidence.
Secret.
Secret.
Keep a secret.
Keep a secret.
Self confidence.
Self confidence.
In confidence.
Confidence.
In secret.
In secret.
Very good. Okay, listen. Confidence is a noun. It means trust or faith in a person or thing. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I have confidence telling my best friend about my personal life.
Mm-hmm.
Self confidence is a noun. If a person has self confidence, it means that they are sure of themselves and their abilities. For
Mm-hmm.
example, top models must show self confidence in walking.
Mm-hmm.
Secret is a noun. Keep a secret is a verb. A secret is an information that is kept hidden from other people. For
Mm-hmm.
example, my best friend told me a personal information that she wants to keep as a secret. I won't
Mm-hmm.
tell anybody because it's within us. It's a secret.
Mm-hmm.
In confidence and in secret are both prepositional phrases. In
Mm-hmm.
confidence means privately. In secret
Mm-hmm.
means secretly. For
Mm-hmm.
example, she told me about her new job privately. Or we can say she told me about her new job in confidence. She told
Mm-hmm.
me about her job in secret.
In
Okay,
secret.
so
Mm-hmm.
let's practice. Is there anyone you can think of in whom you have such confidence that you could trust them to keep your greatest secret? Do you is there anyone you can think of in whom you have such confidence that you could trust them to keep your greatest secret? Yes or no?
Yes,
There's someone
there's
I
someone
can think of
I can
in
think of
whom I have
in
such
whom
confidence.
I
I
have
have
such
such confidence
confidence
that I could trust
that I
them
could trust
to
them
keep my greatest
to keep
secret.
my great secret.
Very good. What do we mean when we say that someone is full of self confidence? What do we mean when we say that someone is full of self confidence? If we say that
If we say that
someone is full
someone
of
is
self
full
confidence,
of self
it
confidence,
means that
it means that
they are sure of
they are
themselves
sure of themselves
and their abilities.
and their abilities.
Very good. How would you feel if you spoke to somebody in confidence about something, but they then told other people that what you have discussed? How would you feel if you spoke to somebody in confidence about something, but they then told you other people about
Mm.
what you have discussed? If I
Oh.
spoke to somebody
If I spoke to somebody
in confidence
in confidence
about something,
about
but
something,
they
but
then
they
told other
then
people
told other
what
people
I had
what
discussed,
they I had discussed,
I'd feel
I'd feel disappointed.
disappointed. Very good. Okay. Would you be happy if your friend organized a birthday party for you in secret? Would you be happy if your friends organize a birthday party for you in secret? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'd be happy
I'd be
if
happy
my friends
if my friends
organized a birthday
organized
party for
my
me
birthday party for
in
me
secret.
in secret.
Very good. Okay, next repeat. Brag.
Rag,
Figurative.
figurative,
Figurative.
figurative.
Mean to say.
Mean to say.
Very good. Okay, listen. Drag. The word drag is a verb. It means to pull something heavy along the ground. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I drag the table along the floor because it's too heavy for me to lift.
Mm-hmm.
Figurative is an adjective. It is used with a meaning that is different from the basic, meaning not
Mm-hmm.
literal in meaning. For
Mm-hmm.
example, the sentence she dragged him all the way just to let him see for her new house doesn't mean that
Mm-hmm.
she pulled him literally. The word drag is the
Mm-hmm.
way she used figuratively.
Mm-hmm.
The idiom mean to say means to really admit or intend to say. Let's
Mm-hmm.
practice. What does the word drag mean? What does the word drag mean? The word
Mm-hmm.
drag
The
means
word
to
drag
pull
means
something
to
heavy
pull something heavy
along the road,
along the road,
often with some
often
difficulty.
with some difficulty.
Very good. Okay, next listen. We can also use the word drag in figurative sense. For example, whatever you do, don't drag me into the argument. Okay, let's practice. Give me an example of the word drag used figuratively. Give me an example of the word drag used figuratively, please. You mean to say
You mean to
you drag
say
me
you drug me
all this way
all this
just to
way
show me that?
just to show me that?
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Okay.
Very
Mm,
good. Okay, so our reading is at stage 7, paragraph page 568. Last headword
mm-hmm.
was lack sufficient credit. Start with the third question. What do you think your
So,
town is lacking in?
okay.
Mhm.
What do you think your town is lacking in more than anything else? I think my town is lacking in, lacking in, なんだ
Okay.
lacking in
Shopping malls.
shopping mall
Uh-huh.
more than anything else.
Very good.
Is there a serious lack of food in some countries in the world? Yes, there's a serious lack of food in some countries in the world. Neighbor, next door neighbor, neighboring, neighborhood. Go on well, get on well. Who's your neighbor in this classroom? My neighbor
Nobody is
in ah my
nobody is
nobody
my neighbor.
nobody is my neighbor in this classroom. Wow. Why do you think it is that some people just don't get on well with their next door neighbors? I think the reason that some people just don't get on well with their next door neighbors is that we can choose our friends but cannot choose our neighbors.
Neighbors. Very good.
Do you ever go to a neighboring town to do some shopping? Yes, sometimes go to a neighboring town to do some shopping. Oh, why? Because I can buy something, whatever I want. Oh, which do you think is the most pleasant neighborhood in this town? I think,
My
なんだ
neighborhood
ね my neighborhood
mhm, is the
in
most
the most is the most
pleasant
pleasant
neighborhood.
pleasant neighborhood in this town.
Mhm.
There are quite a few shops in the neighborhood of this school. Yes, there are quite a few shops in the neighborhood of this school. Bible. What's the name of the holy book for Christians? The name of the holy book for Christian is the Bible. March, order, tiring. Who do soldiers march? Soldiers march because marching helps maintain order and also because it's faster and less tiring. Bloody. Which do you think was the bloodiest battle in history? I think World War II was the bloodiest battle
Bloodiest
in
battle.
bloodiest battle in history.
Very good.